Hello, this is Craig from bitsbox.co.uk and it's time for another size comparison video. So we are looking at the Armiger Knight from the Forgebane set. Now I do plan on doing one of these videos for Marathi as well, but I think as I'm going to build her in sub-assemblies, she'll have to be built and painted before I can do that video, and I haven't even started her yet. But hoping to start work on her very soon. But yeah, we're going to look at these Armiger Knights, because I'm sure a lot of people are quite interested to see how they size up. I've got a couple here, and we only really need to look at one, so I'll put this one to one side. And yeah, so the kit's really nice, really simple to put together. The arms, these ones are glued in place, but they do move like the regular Knight if you wish. I'm not really a big fan of that. Don't really like parts moving around when it comes to painting. But yeah, really nice miniature. So, of course, the first thing we need to do is size it up to an actual Imperial Knight. And I've got one of mine here. So as you can see, the Knight still towers over this thing massively. This one does have moving parts. But yeah, his whole torso is not even connected, I don't think. But with these Knights, they're quite big. It's quite easy to leave the torso separate like that, and it'll sit on there quite nicely. With these, not so much. If you don't glue the torso on, that will probably just fall off once you start moving them around, so bear that in mind. But they're designed very similarly. They are a mini version of the Knight after all, and they certainly feel like one once you start building one. I really like them. I'll do a little bit of gap filling. I haven't really glued that together too well, but that's fine. I'm going to build another one, so I'll have 3 of these, and they'll go in my Knight army, which will be an army once I start getting some stuff, getting these done, and get the new Knight when he comes out. I'll have quite a few then. But yeah, that's how they size up to a regular Knight. So let's look at some other things. We'll look at some other larger stuff first, then we'll start with the great and clean one. So they stand up pretty well. You know, the body is actually above the head and shoulders of the great unclean one, so there's a good height there. Of course, the sword gives the great unclean one a lot more height, but yeah, they just stand up pretty well. We have Mortarion. Let's see, Mortarion is, again, it's for wings what makes Mortarion quite tall, but the rest of him is just a little bit bigger than the Knight. Interestingly, they are on the same size base. That's a 90mm round, I believe. So he is on the same size base as Mortarion. Another miniature to share that size base is the Redemptor Dreadnought. Now, as you can see, this guy is taller than a Redemptor Dreadnought. Obviously not as bulky, but they share the same size base, I believe. Actually, is that one smaller? Yeah, actually the Redemptor's on a smaller size base, so that's for 90mm. This might be 110, 120 maybe. Or even 100. Yeah, the Redemptor base is actually smaller, so I thought he was on the 90mm, but he's not. I'm sorry if the camera's just shaking about a bit. It's hard to keep it still. And just to bring in another size comparison, that is a normal size Dreadnought. So if you ever wondered how much larger a Redemptor is to a normal size Dreadnought, you can see quite clearly here it is huge. Absolutely massive. And of course the Armiger Knight's probably as tall as 2 of them. I don't have another one on hand to stack up. I have got some others, but just not on hand. So let's bring in a Lariel. I just like showing a Lariel off because I just love her miniature. As you can see, her base is a hell of a lot larger. And yeah, she is just massive, isn't she? So she is way above the Knight. I mean, Lariel herself probably about 2/3 the height of the Knight. Could probably bring it up there. See her side by side with the Knight. She really is massive. One of my favourite miniatures though, so don't be surprised if I drag her out in all these videos. Much love for L'Ariel. We'll look at some small stuff. I have a Rabute Gilman. So there he is. I'm sure he could absolutely kick this thing's ass in combat. No problem. He is a beast. And these knights are quite good little anti-tank units. Of course, I've got this melter cannon there. It's essentially a long 30-inch D3 shot melter, I believe. It's either D3 or D6. I think it's D. Well, it might be D6. I can't remember. Anyway. Yeah, it's got that. Its close combat weapon's quite good. And you can put a melter or a heavy stubber on top. I'd like more weapon options. Maybe we'll get some in the future, but as it is, you just get the melter or the heavy stubber, and I haven't glued them in because they sit nicely in the top, so you can just build them both and switch them out as you need, which is really cool. And finally, we'll bring on some smaller stuff. So we have a regular Space Marine that you can see there. Quite a size difference. Also have a Primaris Marine. That Space Marine is just on the 25mm base. Then you've got 32 for the Primaris. And then lastly we have Death Guard as well. So yeah, good size miniature. Obviously this is filmed before it's released as an individual kit, so I have no idea how much it will be. I would guess around the £30 mark. It shouldn't be more than the Redemptor, because the Redemptor has just a lot more plastic, really bulky. I don't know, I suppose I could see it around the £40 mark. Who knows? As it is, Forgebane's just a really good value box anyway. I mean, if these things do end up being £40 each, then, you know, just for a few quid more, you'll get like all of them Admech and Necrons as well. So yeah, that is it. That is the Armiger Knight, and that is a size comparison video. I quite enjoy doing these videos, they seem quite popular. It's nice to sort of see how large these miniatures are, especially if you haven't seen them in the flesh. Sometimes it's a bit hard to see on some of the pictures, until you get them side by side like this, then you can really appreciate just the scale of them. So yeah, pretty much all what's left to say. As always, thank you so much for watching. Like, subscribe, Patreon and all that jazz. All the social links are down below as well. I will be posting up finished pictures of these on Instagram when they are done, and I'm going to go with the colour scheme if I move the camera around. This poor knight here who's lost his gun, that needs to be glued on, but that is the colour scheme I'm going for. And I also have it on this knight up here. So yeah, I'm going to do them in that colour scheme, and when the new knight comes out as well, he'll be in the same scheme as well, so I'm really looking forward to getting these painted. But I must build one more, because I've got 2 Forgeback boxes, and I'm going to build 3 of them up for my army. So yeah, I'll crack on with that, and over the next couple of weeks you should hopefully see the painted miniatures. So once again, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you all in the next video.